Hey gang, Jeremy Larkin here from the Larkin Group with your weekly real estate report and hopefully some words of wisdom for sellers and those thinking of selling in this market this week. Something's been weighing on my mind quite a bit lately, and it's the old quote, you can avoid reality, but you cannot avoid the consequences of avoiding reality. I think it was Ayn Rand or somebody who said that. Well, I had a couple of friends call me over the last 4 or 5 days, 3 friends, all of them talking about selling off some home sites and building lots that they owned, ironically in the same subdivision. It's an upscale area. And the question has been asked, what will it take to sell them? What can we get for them? And my response was, well, nothing's selling in the area right now. However, at the right price, everything's for sale. And you say, well, I don't want to give it away, Jeremy. You realtors want to give it away. Here's the reality of the situation. Okay, buyers determine market value, whether we're talking about hamburgers, whether we're talking about handguns, whether we're talking about houses. Buyers have always determined value. So in your individual subdivision, in your neighborhood, if no one is buying, it means we have a valuation problem, probably not a buyer problem. Buyers are out there and they're buying hundreds of properties a month, but if they're not buying in your neighborhood, it's a valuation problem, it's a pricing problem. I told these guys they'd have to be willing to man up and set the new market price in that subdivision. And the new market price is, yes, probably the lowest price that has been seen since at least 2003 or 2004 in any given area in St. George, Utah. There's a benefit to doing so, and the consequence of avoiding that reality is painful, and I want to share an experience. About 3 years ago, I worked with a developer who's selling a few dozen lots in a subdivision in Washington Fields, and we could not see eye to eye on value. They wanted to sell for 110, 120. Some of them sold for near 100. Well, we had some buyers wanting to buy in bulk, 10 or more lots for $85,000, $82,000. They said, no way, Jeremy, no way. Well, years later, the value of those same lots is $50,000 to $60,000, and it's been a very expensive and painful lesson. I don't know how expensive, but I know they have the carrying costs, they have the stress, and of course, now whatever they've got left, they're going to be selling it for pennies on the dollar. So I don't want you to be like them. I want you to be like the 200 or 250 people last month that sold their property, and they won that competitive pricing game by saying, doggone it, I'm going to be the best price in my neighborhood for the best home or my building lot or home site, and I'm going to sell it. I've never had a client once, never ever, in all the sales we've done, all the years, complain to me after we got aggressive with their price and the home sold quickly. It's always the reverse, gratitude and happiness. I promise you, you'll be out of that property, onto your next one, or out from under the debt, or putting that money into a better property or a better investment sooner than you think if you just have the courage to do it. Set the new market price in your neighborhood. I'm Jeremy Larkin. Tune in every week for a new update. Over and out.